Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
I actually believe Julius Randle is the evil twin of this young man right here who turned his life around this summer. Jesus Louises. That was then. This is now. Big Zion energy. I got you, Big Z. You come through the town.
Crazy.
All these punks that were talking about your salary. I don't know what their problem is. Always bringing up players' contracts and their money, how much they're making. Why do they keep doing that, Zion? I don't know why they're doing that. That's mad disrespect. Julius Randle is Zion's evil twin because when Julius Randle came to the league, he turned pro, right? He signed with CAA as a rep, enters the NBA. And in 2023, he remained a CAA client, including his move to New York. All of a sudden, 2023, Julius Randle formally leaves CAA and signs with WME Sports. Early 2024, less than a year later, he went back to CAA. And you know who his agent was? Bill Duffy.
The GOAT, one of the GOATs.
Yeah. And guess what, Flea? Zion, he was with CAA. He started off with CAA. And let's not forget, Zion also said, only reason why I was with CAA and I'm tired of them is because I thought they were going to get me to New York. Verbatim. This is not rumors, none of that. And he left CAA and is rumored to be with Bill Duffy of the WME, who we know Julius Randle was with. Let's be honest. He lost a lot of weight. You were going crazy for him last episode.
I was going crazy. I made an observation. Go ahead.
You went crazy. Your man hit the scale. He lost 100 pounds, been in the sauna all summer long in 1,000-degree heat in New Orleans. He wants out.
Yo.
Would you trade Mitchell Robinson and whoever the hell else for Zion? Stop playing, man.
Justin C66. Knuckle sandwich, nigga. Mess with me. Nah. Kid is young, right? What is he? 5, 6, 25, 26, 7, the most. Where's he at right now? I don't think he's hit his prime. Last time we seen him healthy, right? Clearly know what he's capable of. So we're not going to sit there and act like when Zion is not rocking and rolling, he's not a top 10, 15, 20, wherever you got him. Wherever you got him, you got him. I just look at it like this, man. If he's committed to playing basketball, we know that he can elevate a team. He can help a team. He can do everything, right? Plus be strong as an ox, right? Handle the basketball, very underrated passer, right? Has worked on being able to shoot in the mid-range area. He gets you in the post, you fucked up. He'll blow right by you. One of the best finishers above the rim, right? So we know what the kid is capable of. It's just merely a fact of, can he lock in on his body? And right now, the way he looks right now, it looks like he's locked in on his body. Just my thing. We've seen this before, right? I used to get really excited every time I see Melo in the Black Ops hoodie Melo, that hoodie Melo season, that hoodie Melo summer. Lord, I'm like, look at my son. He's svelte, slim, right? Like, looking good. Thanksgiving get here, Christmas get here. He's fat. The nigga's fat. I don't like that. Be able to maintain and the work that you put in the summer, let that translate at least to the new year, man. God damn. I don't want to get to the new year and see Luka with the shit hanging over his shorts. Nah. I don't want to see the fat, you know what I mean? The arms that look like he make good fried chicken. Nah, I don't want to see that. Like, I want to be able to see that you svelte. I want to see you in fighting trim. Because those two guys, if they are in tip-top shape, those two guys, Luka's a top 5 player already, running around fat. So just imagine him being in tip-top shape, what he brings. Imagine Zion putting the work in, maintaining his body, maintaining his nutrition. What is he? Can't nobody fuck with him. Can't nobody stop him. And all he's going to do is get better and better. So if you asking me would I do that? Yeah, I'm trading them guys for Giannis. I'm trading them guys for Zion. Those are the type of guys that I trade them for. But no, I'm not trading them guys to bring in a locker room guy. I'm not doing that. I'm not trading them guys to bring in Andre Iguodala. I'm not doing that, OG. I'm not giving up depth to just go get some other questionable role players. If it's a star, right? If it's a guy that's under 30 that's gonna help us win a championship, then we do it. But if you're not getting anything like that, no, you keep the depth and you roll with that. Floor is yours.
Iguodala helped create a dynasty. Just gonna leave it at that. He was a vital part in that Golden State Warriors dynasty. It's not only about Steph Curry. It's not only about Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is very underrated when it comes to that Golden State Warriors dynasty. So
My
just
point
throw
exactly
his
about
name.
Josh. My point exactly about Josh Hart. Thank you for making my point. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What point
my
is that?
point exactly. My point exactly about Josh Hart. My point exactly. What he would bring. What you mean? What? Your eyes. What he would bring. Exactly what he would bring is exactly what Andre Iguodala.
Josh Hart is not no Iguodala. Not even close.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point.
No, I'm not.
And it is very close.
Right.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point.
Close. It's nowhere near close.
You're missing the point.
But the point
is
roll and fit. Roll and fit. Roll and fit. What are you talking about?
But the
roll
point
and fit.
Well, Flea.
You be hung up on if niggas is nicer than the nigga. Is Andre Iguodala more talented than Josh Hart? Hell yeah. But if you don't think that the things, the intangibles that Josh Hart brings that are not comparable to Andre Iguodala, you're not being fair. You're not being honest.
But I don't want to listen. We're veering off because you both agree that you don't trade Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, whoever the hell else for Andre Iguodala and Josh. Right. But we all agree. But so the subject is Mitchell Robinson, these guys for a super duper star in Zion. That's
okay. So thank you. Let's get back on track. Cat is out the bag. Let's stop bullshitting. There's an opportunity out there. Go get it. Do I think it's easier to get Zion than Milwaukee? Yes. Because it's clear. I said this 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Zion don't want to be there. New Orleans, I love that city. It's not a basketball city. They could give two shits about basketball. I said this before we got Brunson. You put Zion up there in Times Square, billboard. When the last time we had somebody that athletic? We ain't got nobody to throw alley-oops to. We don't have nobody exciting that, like I said, on the fast break, they throwing that bitch between their legs in the garden, dunking the ball. Stop playing games. Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, and if you want to take another expiring contract in either Brogdon or Shaman, go get Zion Williamson. It's right there for the taking. That is a great package for Zion. Nobody believes in them. I just seen Jeff Teague on the platform. Big shout out to them. They got much better. I actually can watch them. He even said it. They don't want to hear nothing about Zion. So, Flea, you said something earlier. Joe Dumars. I think he would do that. I think just how we're looking for the right trade, I think the Pelicans are looking for the right trade. And I think we have enough pieces. Let's stop playing and go get the guy. Simple and plain. We did it with Melo. What's holding it up? Zion is not happy. So for me, I'm letting the cat out the bag. Go get that young man. I said this a while ago. He is not the first player, and I'm not condoning it. Charles Barkley did it. I want to be somewhere. I'm going to put on weight, and I ain't going to want to play. He healthy. He came back and did a 360 tomahawk and on the fast break and then couldn't play for the next couple games. And he came out and said himself, they sat me. I wanted to play. There's nothing wrong with the kid. He don't want to be there. I think if he comes to New York where he wants to be, the bright lights, I think his brand will go out the window. And then him in the garden, come on, man, with Brunson, OG, Cat, Bridges, we would still have Youssef, we would still have Clarkson coming off the bench. Listen, man, go get the kid. Go get the kid. Or make an attempt to go get him. Now, Flea, I agree. If we could just give up Robinson and Deuce, cool. But if they ask for another piece, Are you letting that other piece hold up that trade, Flea? If it's a Josh Hart, or of course it ain't gonna be the core guys, Bridges, Brunson, Cat, OG. Would you throw a Josh Hart with for that?
No,
Okay,
no. I,
okay.
I value chemistry way too much. I really do. And I realize that as we have this conversation more and more, as I engage with the comments, I see where the disconnect is. I value chemistry entirely too much. I value foundation and core and keeping things together and figuring out how to win together to get to where we're going. Respectful, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but this ain't fantasy basketball. So for us to think that just getting a new coach, trading for a superstar player, moving depth, and doing this and doing that creates championship like coach. It doesn't. And I could be bugging, but it just doesn't do it. So yeah, I am the proponent of going and getting the star. I am, but I really want us to really think about what we are doing right now, coming off of the Eastern Conference Finals, coming off of a run that we haven't seen in a very long time. We want roster overhaul. We want new coaching. We want a lot, and then think we just gonna walk right back into the finals. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I just don't see shit that works like that. But go ahead, Fabian.
It will have to be the money has to match, but I for one have always talked about the chemistry from 2 seasons ago, and I was upset by that trade last year. And Karl Anthony Towns was also injury prone. Mitchell Robinson is also injury prone. I never liked AllBall's conversation about just trade anybody because it was just like, okay, I never liked the Donovan Mitchell trade. It didn't make sense to me. It just didn't, chemistry wise, 2 little small guards and whatever. But this is different because back then we weren't in back-to-back conference finals. Brunson wasn't here, really. He just got here, and so we didn't even get to see him in the blue and orange jersey.
Fabian, you said that twice. I just wanted to correct you. We wasn't in back-to-back conference finals. Remember, the year before it was the semi-conference finals.
Semifinals.
Right.
Indy.
Oh, I keep saying, I thought we went back-to-back. Damn. We
Nah.
Indiana was in back-to-back.
They lost to Boston.
Yeah.
They lost to Boston.
Yeah.
Right.
We lost to Indy. Remember, Game 7 at home.
We should have been back-to-back champions.
Yeah, he'll never let us forget that shit. Game 7 at the crib. You'll never.
Yeah. Game 7 there, but all these injuries, we could have been there. Anybody who's arguing that, go to hell. Gasoline draws on AllBall voice. Yo, man, Flea. As much as I fought it like you did, and you do, I just can't help but understand more and more that Leon Rose understands that a Knicks fan, the average Knicks fan, they believe and they feel what AllBall feels. They want Rucker Park. We want Rucker Park at minimum. That's what we want. If we can't win, it's still a roll of the dice. I'm saying if Mitchell Robinson is not available, we're not going to win. So if that's the case, I'm rolling my dice with Mitchell Robinson. That's how I look at this thing. That's when I came to that conclusion, like, yo, fuck it. If he's not healthy, we're not winning. Damn, he got to be healthy? Shit, we might as well have some damn fun. Fuck that. And Zion is not in the same position here as he is with the Pelicans. Brunson is here. He's the leader. He will put Zion in shape. That core is not just some championship core. They've known each other for over a decade. Whatever it is, you sit down with Zion, he's going to fall in line. Just like Julius Randle kind of fell in line. They're going to tell him where his bread is buttered at in New York City. He's going to want the money. He's going to want the fame and all that. Clearly, he's in love with the lifestyle, Flea.
Zion comes to New York. Who's the biggest star, him or Jalen Brunson?
Zion. That's not.
Okay. Maybe we'll table that. We'll table that because that's a different conversation. That's a whole. I mean, because now he's the star. Okay. Now he's the guy, right? But what happened to the King of New York? What happened to a top 3 player in the league? What happened to the best point guard in the NBA in some folks' eyes? Like, what happens to that? What happens to that?
Hold on, ball. Who does Jalen Brunson pattern his media persona after? Tom Brady and Derek Jeter. Derek
Okay.
Jeter let A-Rod come to town, and they have smoke. Jeter ain't
Fabian,
like that, man. Hold on,
Fabian,
you can't
be honest about that. They did not like each other, and I think at this moment, I don't even know if they really like.
They're cordial.
It's chummy. Yeah, cordial.
They're cordial. No, they're on TV together. They be on with Big Papi and all that. They cool. So all I'm saying is that was them at the height of their careers with smoke. We talking about 28, 9 years old, 30 years old, King of New York, Derek Jeter. A-Rod wants to come. Yo, I'll do anything. I'll move to third base. Whatever you want to do. Did A-Rod take over?
Did we get with that?
Just one.
We got
one. But one is better than the last 50 years that you've been complaining about.
And guess what? Before we got that one in 09, we were
right. But
nigga, we gave up a 3-1 lead in 04. Like,
but let's not.
There was heartache and pain when A-Rod came to New York City.
But yes, and A-Rod came up short a lot of times, just like Zion is coming short. It's a huge risk with him, but it's a huge risk with Mitchell Robinson, bro. Because Mitchell Robinson playing is championship or bust. That's it. That's what it means, Mitchell Robinson. Zion is championship or have fun, or he doesn't play. Bro, we want to see that shit. We will. That is must-see TV. Anytime Zion throws in that jersey, he's gonna have a Nike billboard everywhere in New York City. AllBall's right. We have never had that, unless it was at Rucker, unless it was the superstar that showed up and came through, ran through all bitches. They got all the bitches in the club. They popping bottles and they leave town.
But we want to win, right? We're getting to the point now where we want to win. Right, somebody made mention of Zion going to the Pelicans is something similar as Barkley went to the Suns. I think OG brought it up, but somebody else elaborated on it in the comments. Great comparison, right? Dope comparison. That first year Barkley comes over, real quick. That first year Barkley comes over, they make it to the finals. Obviously, you know who they run into, and there's a lot of people that ran into Mike that didn't get it done. What happens after that, though? 94, 95, 96. The next 3 years, they don't even sniff the Western Conference Finals. They don't even sniff the NBA Finals. So I'm not saying nothing about this. Ain't about Barkley. It's just about the comparison. You come here, it's time to win, bro. It's time to win. And with basketball, just a nigga walking through the door like him, it don't happen overnight. Go ahead, OG. I know you got something to say.
No, yeah, just real quick. You said something that I like what you said, right? And I just wanted to make a reference. You asked the question, who's the star? And how would Brunson, how would that affect? Gotta remember, Shaquille O'Neal tells this story all the time in LA. Shaq was the man, but who was the biggest star? He said it, Dennis Rodman. My point is, Zion just wants to be happy and have an opportunity to play basketball somewhere that it matters, bro. I'm trying to tell you, when that young man does a 360 tomahawk on a fast break and the way the guard is going to explode, that's what he wants. He's playing in a city they could give two shits about basketball, bro. I think that core with OG, and then remember, Flea, they all in their prime. So it ain't like you getting guys that's in their late 30s or mid-30s, like Bridges, OG, like these guys in their prime. I think it's a perfect fit. I've been saying it for a couple years now. I say go get the young man. And the way these contracts is now and the way the NBA is, listen, you ain't got to hold on to none of these guys forever. But I think at this point, the bright lights, that's what he's looking for. And I think it's a perfect fit. I think Fabian made a great point, even though Flea, you made a hell of a point. Who would you rather have on your team if they can't stay healthy? Mitchell Robinson and Zion Williamson. I mean, for me, it's tough. It's tough.
But I don't want
to.
I don't want to act like it's not risk there, even if he is healthy, because what Flea is saying has a lot of credence to it.
Yes.
The Charles Barkley thing is kind of crazy. He even asked to go to 96 Bulls. That's why I'd be mad at Barkley talking all that bullshit. And he was fat like Zion. He was a better player than Zion, obviously. But also, like, even with the Rodman comp that you had, AllBall, it's a great point. But Shaq never had to worry about Rodman taking over the team. Like, he never had to worry about him taking his spot like a Kobe. Like, that's a beef. Then another point. Brunson just went through that with Randle. Where Randle thought that, wait, this is my team, and yeah, you the captain and all that, but I still want to be the man. That is lingering though. A-Rod and Jeter, they had to work through that. So this thing is, I don't want to act like what Flea is saying is null and void. No, that is part of the risk also, even if it does go well. Flea?
God gets what AllBall just said. I thought that was really interesting. I'm sitting here racking my brain about it right now. For the chat and for my brothers, who's easier to replace if injured? Mitchell Robinson for what he gives us, or Zion Williamson for whatever he's going to give for a team? Who's easier to replace in a spot where they're injured?
I'll be quick. I think Mitch Robinson is easier to replace for this Knicks team because we're successful without him. Now he plays a major part when he's in the game, but listen, man, we've had success without him. We see what the Pelicans is without Zion. Let's be for real. They trying everything under the sun. And when that young man is on the court, even when he came back, for a couple games, you see the difference. As soon as he's not there, listen, they like a bad AAU team. I'm sorry, no disrespect. And that's no knock to Mitchell Robinson because he's very vital. But if you're asking me to be honest, we are successful without Mitchell Robinson. Are we a bad defensive team without him? Yes. But I think we'd still be successful. Pelicans, bro, like I said, they might not be able to beat the top college team without Zion the way they play basketball.
But before you go, Fabian, I think I may have asked that wrong. I'm with you. I may have asked that wrong because how OG answered it is exactly right. But I'm just talking about period. If Zion Williamson is on any team giving you 27, 6, and 6, and he gets injured for 60 games, but Mitchell Robinson is 10 and 8, and he gets injured for 65 games. What I'm asking is, how do you replace that? What's easier to replace, the 10 and 8 or the 27, 6, and 6?
The 10 and 8, bro. It's a lot of those out there, bro. Okay. Like, look, man, listen, and I'll let Fabian cook. Dallas got about 3 of those guys over there. We can name about, and I'm not saying these guys are just as good as Mitchell Robinson offensively. I mean defensively. But if we're talking lob, protect the rim, just those other things, it's a lot of guys that's giving you that 10 and 8, bro. I'm sorry. So I think it's Mitch.
Okay, yeah. I'm not saying either or. I'm just asking. I want to see.
I want to hear what Fabian got to say.
Yeah, If Zion is rocking first 41 games of the season and he gets hurt after giving you 27, 6, and 6, is that easy to replace as opposed to a guy that's rim protecting? I said 10 and 8. That's a stretch, right? Let's say 9 and 9. Right. Man, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. You might want
to go 8 and 9.
8 and 8, right? 8 and 8 or something like that. Let's say 8 and 8, right? What feels different? Like what affects more when they get hurt? When you lose Mitch, it's probably easier to replace. Maybe I asked that question wrong. It's easy to replace Mitch. But what do you feel more? The 9 and 9 or that 27, 6, and 6?
No, because we have the same conflict, Flea. It's we get like nobody could defensively. No, it's not what Zion does, but that shit is shut down. There's nothing like that. You could have in the top 10 a lot of scorers in the league. There's nobody like Zion. There's nobody like Zion, bro. Zion is crazy. But Mitchell Robinson is also crazy. As excited as people as we get over Zion, we know that's easy that's fast food to me. No pun intended, Big Z. We love you over here in New York City, by the way. I did not talk about your contract. That was other Knicks fans. As excited as we get about Mitchell Robinson, about Zion, Mitchell Robinson defensively, that shit gets me going crazy because I know that's how you win. Guys like that make it easier to win. Win. That's it. That's who makes it easier. Yeah, you can score. Yeah, crunch time. Yeah. In order to get there, though, Mitchell Robinson type of players, they change the game like that. But to replace a Zion, bro, you leaving a if he does his thing for 10 straight games. Imagine, look what happened with Jeremy Lin, bro. This would be a whole movie out here, a whole mini series of Zion. Netflix special every single day. That's just a blockbuster movie. That's different. That's what we all come to the park for. That's the guy we hear about. Yo, you heard of Zion? I never heard of a dude named Zion. All I ever heard was the road to Zion and shit like that. I never heard of a man named Zion. Come on, man. Like his name, everything about it is must see TV. Yo, that's more irreplaceable, Flea. Just he's bringing all of us to the game. Your girl's coming with you like it's the club. Everything. We ain't got to worry about if AllBall judging you Chris Brown concert. Nah, it's Zion. Who Zion's playing? You go, but yeah, she's gonna cook for you and everything. Sit down. Ooh, Zion. They going yo Flea. To be honest, it's one of those questions that people might think you crazy, but you ask the question and nah, man, he has the potential to be that level of energy in New York City.
Yo, man, the bitches popped out for Pat Ewing. Pat Ewing had the Menendez brothers courtside, nigga. The bitches popped out for Melo. Like the bitches gonna pop out no matter what, man. They gonna pop out.
No. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, we winning.
Hopefully, the Kardashians only showed up when Kat was here and when the conference finals, bro. I don't care.
Fabian, hold on. The bitches popped out when Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Earl Smith were in the guard. They were popping out.
No. Wait. Slow
J.R.
down.
was putting Tahiri's fat ass on Twitter. And that's the times.
And he's still dapping Carmelo for that. Let's not listen. You know I critique Carmelo all the time. Carmelo's a super duper star. The dude has his own show right now, and people are watching. He's a superstar. That's the type of thing we're talking about. We ain't talking about Melo's game. We're talking about the energy in New York.
I'm with you. I'm saying respectfully, I don't care about that. We ready to win. That's where we at. I think that I got you, but. That's my point. I said Pat had the joints pop out. Melo had the joints pop out. Zion gonna have the joints pop out. It's gonna be electric, right? Did y'all see the Garden last year? Zion Williamson in the Garden? You shitting me? That's it. Legends roll. So we have a new celebrity roll. Niggas gonna be flying from LA to Laker games. Fuck the Laker games. We going to the Garden. We want to see the Garden. But what I'm saying is let's win. It's time to win.
Flea. Hold on. So stay right there because now we gotta get you slowly creeping in because you know as crazy as John Starks was going, if Zion catches that fucking yam from the ceiling, Starks might get thrown out of the Garden forever, bro.
Marbury gonna do backflips. Marbury gonna be out there.
Son, Steph is front row. He knows what it means. He gonna be like, I wish I could have thrown the Zion in the Garden. You crazy? Ask Steph who be more replaceable.
I'm with you. I'm with that. But are we losing sight of what we just coming from the Eastern? This is what we want. We ready to win. If it equates to winning, I'm fine. But I don't want to win the back page no more. I don't want to just be relevant.
But Flea, why? And I just want to ask right before we move on to the next topic. Why don't you think that equates to winning? Why we can't win and have Paul the back page at the same time?
I've never seen it happen, so I'm very skeptical. I've never seen it happen from the New York Knicks. I've never seen them I'm skeptical because I know when change happens, there's got to be a step back before we go a step forward. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, it could very well bring a championship here. I'm just saying Zion ain't the dude that's gonna walk through the door. Giannis ain't the dude that's gonna walk through the door. Be honest with you, I don't think there's any superstar in the NBA right now. Let me say it again. I don't think there's any superstar in the NBA right now that could walk through the doors in Madison Square Garden and we guarantee a championship the following year. There ain't a player in the league that could do it. Not right now. Ain't no player that could do it.
Hold on.
Yeah, you lost me with that.
I can repeat myself again. Ain't
No,
no player in the league right now that could get traded to the New York Knicks and we win a championship this season. Ain't no player in the league.
Like the Joker retired or something?
Ain't no player in the league.
You said what?
Ain't no player in the league that is getting traded to the New York Knicks and we win the 2026 championship. Ain't no player in the league.
I don't. Yeah, but the way you saying that is like we got to trade a bunch of people, man. Like you got to trade half the roster. Then.
I'm just saying.
No, you can't say that a superstar, these MVP candidates can't come here and all of a sudden we are on a. Jalen Brunson struggles to be, not struggles, but he works very hard to be top players in the NBA.
Not one. Ain't
There's,
one player in the league right now.
Doesn't matter who you choose. Name them, Flea, as long as they standing next to this guy.
JP?
Big Brunson. Big body Brunson. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.